Good morning students. Welcome to science class. I hope you all have revised different feet and claws of different birds. Today I am going to discuss nest of birds and care of young ones. Now open your book on page 42 and let's start reading. Nests of birds. Birds build different types of nests in safe places. Nests are generally built in spring season. Birds use dry grass, cotton, twigs, straws, leaves, soft cloth, feathers, wool, hair, and threads to make nests. Students, a bird needs a home to live in. The home of a bird is called a nest. Before building nests, birds decide where to build their nest. Most birds make their nest high up in the trees. Some birds build their nests on the ground also. Now, let us learn about different types of nests. Number 1. Woodpecker. Woodpecker has cavity type of nest. Underline word cavity and write its meaning hole. A cavity nest is built in the trunk of old trees. The cavity is narrow at the beginning of the opening and the largest inside where the eggs are laid. Students, a woodpecker makes its nest in tree trunk. It uses its chisel-like beak to make a big hole in a tree trunk, and this hole is used as a nest. Now, underline the feature of nests. Built in the trunk of old trees. Now, number 2 is sparrow. Sparrow has cup type of nest. A cup nest is cup shaped. It is generally made with grass, moss, lichens, or a spider's web. Now students, a sparrow makes its nest in a house or a tree and it is cup shaped. It uses grass, leaves, straws and cotton fibers to make its nest. Now underline the feature of nest. It is cup shaped and made with grass, moss, lichen or a spider's web. Now come along. Number 3 is eagle. Eagle has platform type of nest. Platform nest is mostly flat. It can be very large. It is built on large tree tops. This type of nest is supported by branches. Students, birds like eagle and vulture make their nest on the higher branches of trees. They use sticks and twigs to make their nests. Now underline the feature of nest built on large tree tops. Now underline word supported and write its meaning hold up. Now number 4 is tailor bird. Tailor bird has stitched type of nest. A tailor bird stitches 2 or 3 broad leaves together to make its nest. It uses its sharp beak as a needle to sew the leaves with cotton, hair, wool or spider's web. Students, a tailor bird sews its nest with its beak. It uses thread, wool and vegetable fibers to make its nest. Now, underline the feature of this nest. Stitches 2 or 3 broad leaves together to make its nest. Now, come to the next page. Number 5. Weaver bird. Weaver bird has woven type of nest. A weaver bird builds this type of nest. It uses its strong beak to weave and knot strips of grass to make the nest. There is a tunnel-shaped opening at the bottom of the nest. A newly made nest is green with fresh grass and turned brown as the grass dries up. Students, the weaver bird uses grass and twigs to make its nest. It is very cozy and safe, and the entrance is at the lower end of the nest. And students, it is known as tunnel-shaped opening. Now, underline its feature. Weave and knot strip of grass to make the nest, and tunnel-shaped opening at the bottom of the nest. Now, come along. Number 6. Penguin. Penguin has open ground type of nest. Penguins make such a nest. They collect few stones and pebbles to make their nest. They make their nests on the ground. Students, as you know, penguin is a flightless bird and it cannot fly, so it makes its nest on the open ground. Now, underline the feature of this nest. Penguin uses stones and pebbles to make their nest on the ground. Now, come to the next topic, care of the young ones. All birds lay eggs which hatch after few days. Underline word hatch and write its meaning to break the shell. Some birds such as hens lay eggs each day. Others may lay eggs only once in a year. The mother bird lays the eggs and sits on them to keep them warm till the baby birds inside are fully developed. When the baby birds are fully developed, they hatch out of the eggs by breaking the eggshells with their beaks. Students, like other creatures, birds also take care of their young ones. Mother bird hatch their eggs one by one. They take care of their eggs from the enemies. When the young birds come out, cracking the eggs, they feed them. Now turn your page. The baby birds that hatch out of the eggs are called chicks. They are weak, featherless, and their eyes are closed. The parent birds take care of them until they are able to fly and search for their own food. Students, young birds are quite helpless as they have no feathers and their eyes are closed. When the baby birds get feathers and are strong enough, they teach them to learn flying and searching the food. Now come along. What can you do if you find a baby bird? Generally, birds have a poor sense of smell. Therefore, a baby bird can be returned to any nest. The parent birds of the nest will take care of it, but only if you keep your distance. Students, if you find any baby bird near your house or in a garden, you should place it in any nest nearby so that it can be a fully grown bird by parental care of other birds. Now let's revise. Where do birds make their nests? Birds make their nests in safe places. Number 2. What does the mother bird do after laying eggs? The mother bird sits on the eggs to keep them warm. Number 3. How does a tailor bird build its nest? Tailor bird build its nest by sewing 2 or 3 leaves together. And the last question, why birds collect twigs, leaves and dry grass? Birds collect twigs, leaves and grass to make their nests. Students, through this chapter, I hope you all are able to understand the different parts of a bird, to distinguish between flying, flightless and aquatic birds, to identify different types of beaks and feet of birds, to classify different nests based on their structure, to understand why birds build their nests, and last is to appreciate parental care shown by birds. Students, now read the chapter again and revise terms and questions.